Welcome to part 45 of the Learning Table Tennis series. In part 45, we're going to take a closer look at serving mechanics and talk about the reason it's best to stop the forearm just prior to impact. Let's watch a super slow-mo of what I consider to be optimal mechanics for all serves in table tennis. On the backswing, the hand snaps back at high speed when the forearm suddenly changes direction and starts moving forward. This is exactly how a whip works. The hand is now moving a lot faster than the forearm as a result. In the description below, there is a link to a YouTube video explaining how that is possible. If you fail to use the whip mechanics through tension, your racket will be moving at exactly the same speed as your forearm, and that is a poor outcome. Now on the forward stroke, just prior to impact, the forearm stops abruptly. But watch how the hand continues at high speed as the forearm is relaxed enough to allow the wrist to work as a hinge. This is the exact point you want to be making contact with the ball. It's a millisecond after the forearm stops and the hand continues. There is also an argument for pulling the forearm back and away just prior to contact to create even more forward racket head speed, but I'm not recommending you go down this path when starting out. Notice how my hand actually shakes around at the end. The extra energy from the hand speed is still present, even though my forearm has been still for quite some time. If you watch an optimal serve, you'll notice this small shake at the end. You'll also notice the shake on rally strokes as well, but I won't go into that here. If you're having trouble with my explanation, just think about stopping the serve on impact. That should still work for you, unless your forearm is very tense and it doesn't allow the wrist to act as a hinge. Another mindset that works for me is shaking into the ball. Watch this backspin swing. You'll see how the forearm stops and the racket continues. It feels like I'm shaking into it here. Here's the pendulum. Punch. Reverse. Tomahawk. And backhand if that's your thing. Now see if you can identify these mechanics on a real straight backspin serve. It happens on a nano scale, but it's definitely all there. Same on the reverse serve. Watch for the little bit of shaking right at the end of the serve. The entire stroke is very short and all the racket head speed is generated through the whip mechanics. A great byproduct of stopping so quickly after impact is the opponent will struggle to read the type and amount of spin on the ball as you are limiting their exposure. They'll make mistakes by underestimating how much spin you can generate over a few inches. If you've enjoyed this video, you can go to ttedge.com and watch hundreds of videos by William Hensel and Brett Clark. Platinum members will also have access to ongoing coaching to optimize their serve, strokes, and performance.